Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Lucid. We are hopping back into Grapes of Wrath. I'm playing the Nation EA-Hinnom, and it is turn 45. So we have researched Conjuration twice. We have a message that the Throne of Night has been claimed, so it's going to be dark in the world, I believe. We've also bound a Heliopause, or Heliophagus, however you say that. And the one we got is Gorillon. Let's see who that is. This is a death blood demon, and I believe two of the Heliophaguses are death blood, which is exactly why I cast it. I didn't really want to get them, except to get the death blood cross path. So I'm very happy that I have him. He will be able to cast Vampire Lord, or to summon Vampire Lords by casting Curse of Blood, which I have plenty of Blood Slaves to cast, and you can see I am definitely going to do so. So I'm pretty happy with that. We have a Black Servant, where do I have this little joker? He's right here. So I'm going to have him run around. The nice thing about Black Servants is they are amphibious, so they are a underwater capable scout, which I do want to get him up in here to check out Ryla. In other news, we have got, it looks like about 100 blood slaves this turn. Not horrible. Some events. Nothing too exciting. What was this? Tainted Presence. This is kind of interesting. You get increased leadership, so this guy has 310 leadership, which unfortunately does not give you all. I believe you get all if you get 100 leadership from items, but that didn't happen. So Ryla has committed that he is going to continue to attack. That's why I'm not really taking these things back. I do see there's a Triton Commander here, which makes it look like he's trying to build a fort on this throne, which I'm quite sure is what he's doing. But we have kind of a silence again in this, as this war with Ryla has at least been put on pause. And that is about it for this turn in terms of the events. I'm forging some Sanguine Dowsing Rods. I've got tons of blood boosters, and with Blood 8, I'm now very close. I can basically cast most of the things I want to. I'm going to convert a lot of my my slaves into Vampire Lords, and those are really good if I want to blood hunt with them, but instead I'm going to set them to summoning vampires, which is pretty much like blood hunting. Except it doesn't kill population, because it's going to give me... Where is my vampire spell? We have Curse of Blood, and then we have Bloodright. So a vampire is worth roughly 11 blood saves, so when you get a free vampire every turn, it's kind of like blood hunting and casting this spell. So pretty efficient. We're going to finish Conjuration this turn, and then we're coming back to Blood Magic. Conjuration 6 is going to give me some much-needed things. It's going to give me Spectres, which will give me more Astral Crosspath access. And Ghost, which is a pretty good sync for Death Gems. It's nice when you can get 7, you get Wraith Lord. Wraith Lords and Mount Fiends, which are very good. But I have decided that if for nothing else than just to spice things up, we are going to rush Blood 9. Which, there's a few reasons you would want to do it with this nation. One is, you have pretty good troops, but not great troops. Infernal Crusade gives you 10 plus Demon Knights, and Demon Knights are just absolutely fabulous. Yeah, so especially if you can give them some buffs, they're really good. They take very well to Mass Protection, which is something I'll definitely be able to put out since they have innate fire resistance. And they do very well with Mass Regeneration and things like that. So they go well with if you have high nature access. They go well with a lot of things, any kind of buff you can get on them. They're very strong, and they have fear auras built in, which makes them even stronger. When you can put 10 fear units together, packed together, because they're size 3, so you can have 2 per square. So when you pack fear units together on a battlefield, it is quite devastating. But most importantly for Lord of Civilization. So these will give me deep magic access and cross paths for a lot of different magic paths. So I will be very happy to cast that, and it's something I certainly can cast with all the blood boosters that I have. It also opens up some interesting things like Infernal Prison and Claws of... well, I can't really use that, Koyatos, but this would be kind of interesting. It's a great way to take out super combatants like the annoying ones that that Ryla has, but unfortunately, because he's got Ritual of Returning, he can usually just retreat his guys out of the Inferno. So those are the real reasons. I could get Bind Demon Lord, but really these guys are way better, and they're only a little bit more money. So I'm kind of doing it for flavor. I don't know if this is the optimal path, but certainly having Lords of Civilization is not bad at all. One thing that's a little tricky with these guys is they do all have Astral, and if you're fighting an Astral Heavy Nation, which I am, they will be happy to try to magic duel him. So I've got a particular counter for that in mind, namely Heart of Life. But yeah, it's kind of annoying. Anything else for this turn? I'm forging owl quills and lightless lanterns still. My research, let's take a look at score graphs. I don't think we've really done that so far. So provinces, you can see I've been on a steady rise all game. This period here in the middle is really kind of the flat, semi-boring period. This is winning the war against Femoria. I did this kind of while losing some lands to Ryla. In terms of forts, I've got a ton of forts. I can't see anyone else, but I'm probably one of the higher forts in the game. Income is pretty good and stable, even though I'm doing a lot of blood hunting. So that is always good. One thing, if you get growth, a lot of your blood hunting provinces, your income's going to go down pretty significantly. But if you have growth in your high income provinces, which are not blood hunting, it kind of balances it out. Gym income, I'm way, way, way above anyone else. I mean, if you look where I was down here, and you find a site or 2 or 3, and you have kind of a lot. I have a phenomenal amount of gym income, probably twice as much as anyone else. Research, you can see I'm still continuing to inflect upwards. This is a pretty damn healthy research graph. I don't know if I'm first, but I'm probably first or second. Dominion, pretty solid. I don't have a high Dominion strength, so the fact that it's not going down towards year whatever we're in, 4 or 5, is good. Army size is kind of stable. I'm probably not terribly high in this. I have some chaff from Undead and Corpseman Construct and Pack of Wolves, but not too much. So that's about it for this turn. Not too much is happening. That was turn 45. We're going to hop into turn 46. So turn 46, let's see, we finished Conjuration, so we have Conjuration 6. I have claimed a throne, which I believe is this one here. Yeah, so I finally got my my prophet down here. He claims this. What else? We are casting Pack of Wolves. Oops. Okay, we found a magic site. Here we found an enchanted gate. That was nice. There's a battle in Niflheim. It looks like Niflheim and Machaca are about to have it out. Oh, no, he's probing. Niflheim is sticking a little scout out to see what's going on, and we can see Machaka's Pretender here. It is an Air 4, Earth 5, Astral 4, Netter of Crafts, which means it has a Forge bonus of 2. So when it equips a hammer, it can have a Forge bonus of 3, which will mean some items will only cost 2 gems. Quite nice. You know, Alquill Factory comes to mind too. So Machaka probably has very nice research, and you can see these. Oh wait, these are witch doctors. Do they have Buddhas here? A lot of witch doctors. I don't see any Buddhas. There's a lion hero. This is one of his heroes, national heroes. Anyone else? But we're not going to see the real scripting with any kind of gem use here. Okay, here's a Lion Queen. She's got a crystal shield and then a fire in a jar. So, and there's more Lion Queens with more fires in a jar. So, fire in a jar, you can do some pretty interesting stuff with it. One thing they're definitely going to be doing is flaming arrows with all of those archers they have. So unfortunately we didn't see a big battle. So let's watch this. Famoria stuck his head out of his fort. So I've got my guy all buffed up. He's got a Bloodthorn too, so that's going to take care of any fatigue issues. Which you do kind of have to worry about on these guys. He's got tons of elemental resistance, a huge amount of reinvigoration because he's blessed, which gives him 2. And then he has Boots of the Messenger, which gives him 3. His encumbrance is a little higher, so reinvigoration 5, encumbrance 6. So he would take a little bit of fatigue, except he has a Bloodthorn. And then he has Regeneration and Amulet of Anti-Magic. And we have an Earth Ami buffing him. So his protection is going to be pretty ridiculous, 28, which is quite high. Let's see, what else do we have? So we're going to run in. He's got some Skelly spam going. I believe these are, Fomorian Herblog Druids. Who's doing the casting here? The Sorceress? Yeah. The Median Sorceress. I don't know what those guys cast, but I don't think I had this guy scripted to retreat. I probably should have. I could have lost him. Oh, he retreats on his own. Okay. So this is a kind of good setup. This is a really good way to counter super combatants, is you have 1 or 2 really good guys that are trying to attack him, while you have chaff come up and surround him. So my guy's busy attacking all the chaff, and not his guy. And he had a decent chance to try to hurt me. I mean, he couldn't. Part of it, I can't remember if he has... See, he doesn't have a magic weapon, so if he had tossed a magic weapon on here, he might have killed me. Because he had to go through Ethereal for all his hits. Yeah. I would have liked to have gotten that winged helmet from him too, I tell you what. Okay. I think he retreated due to the Fear Aura. But yeah, but you can see the Skelly spam doesn't really, is working on me pretty well, so... my fatigue is also building up because I don't get life drain from the Bloodthorn against undead. So here it would have been much better to get rid of the boots, put on Boots of the Behemoth. Bloodthorn maybe keep, but swap out the Amulet of Anti-Magic for a reinvigoration item. Probably would have been much better. In terms of events... Wait, was this the event? Yeah, okay. Oh, we found a gold deposit. That's quite nice. So I now have a gold mine, another 60 gold a turn. I will take that. That was the gold deposit. Province income plus 15, another good event. So this province doesn't suck quite as much on income now. I'm still blood hunting here, or I was. Where am I sending this blood hunter? Divine Ocean. Okay, so let's take a step back. I had told Ryla, hey, I'll let you have the ocean if and only if you attack Agartha, or no, you attack Machaca, and it's now been almost a year and he hasn't done anything. And I know that a fort is coming up here in 1 or 2 turns. He's got a ton of dudes here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to send horror, send horror, send horror, send horror. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think I might have one down here too. Far away sea. Well, I'm sending a lesser horror here. And then I'm sending in... Who the hell's moving? Oh, this guy's going to move, and I think he just has a retreat order. Yeah. So we're going to claim it from him if he takes it. So 3, is that it? Yeah. So that is the plan. I have declared war on Ryla again. Enough of this peacefulness garbage. In terms of forging, casting, anything else, am I doing anything interesting? Does not appear so. But you can see we're now casting Curse of Blood twice. I have my Vampire Lord that I just summoned. So you stick a Skull Staff on one of these guys, which I happen to have lying around. And yeah, they can cast Vampire Lord yet again. So we're going to get a few of those. We are running up Blood 9. It'll be about 5 turns. And I think I can fit one more episode in real quick. We'll get to watch this horror battle. So that was turn 46. I believe we're going to do turn 47. Let's make sure we have one at Divine Ocean. Okay. So we have a message from Agartha. Well, since you failed to take that fort, I'll take it. Femoria went there. Okay. He was saying he had some claim to that fort, which is fine. He has a huge army on it. I am in no position to stop him. Well, I mean, I could, but not quickly. And we are going to attack... Or this is our attack against Ryla. Let's take a look at what horrors we rolled. I said we cast it 4 times. We have the Gore-Tide horror. These are quite nice. We have these 2 who are flying, or they're teleporting really, so they can teleport even in water. And they have 2 life drain attacks, which is quite nice. And then we have this guy who's a spellcaster, Astral 5. So what's going to happen is this guy is going to charge forward. These guys are going to zap to the back, and this guy is going to give mage support. Now, if you look who we're going up against, we've got 3 dudes. This guy with 1 water and a water bottle. This guy with 1 water and a water bottle. And they both have returning so far. This one does not have Ritual of Returning, so I may be able to snipe him. But he has a Clam of Pearls, which I'm not sure what he's going to be scripted for. But I should be able to take these guys. I've got these Polypal Mothers, who are kind of interesting. I think you can banish these guys too, but I'm not sure. Are they undead? Oh no, they're not. They are not prone to banishment. So these priests aren't going to be able to do much. Okay, so we popped in and we hit both these guys. You can see we hit each of them, and then they teleported back to base. This guy's probably going to try to retreat if I can't kill him in 1 turn. Oh, we got him. Now just these Polypal Mothers. You can see the Gore-Tide Horror is doing just fine up here. Yeah, so this is the scariness that is... I forgot what Celestial Chastisement does. I think... Is this who this is? Sigmel? I think that has a chance to charm them, but I'm not sure. I think it's a charm, and if it doesn't pass, then you take damage or something. But I thought that was only for TNG, so interesting. I probably took this. This was lesser horrors. So we have some. I think what are these, tentacle horrors or belly maul horror, and they should have no trouble against these guys. Yeah. Okay. So this probably pissed Ryla off. Well, next time don't not hold up your end of the bargain. I'm going to be going underwater here. I've got this guy who's going to come in. I don't know, he's going to go here. I'm going to be casting Infernal Circle here. This spell is going to give me increased casting range. So I'll put it up for like 20 turns or something. But it's great to put up in your horror spam center, which is what I have. We're going to be sending lesser horrors. I'm going to try to be cheap. We're going to send this one to Yellow Mountains, which is right here. I'm basically going to start harassing. There's almost no amount of PD that will be able to take care of a horror. Even lesser horrors can take a lot of PD. We're going to send this one at Land of Plenty, which I believe is down here. It's a high-income province. We're going to try to take that with a scout. And we're going to send this one at Sea of Woe, which is... Where the hell are you, Sea of Woe? Oh, right here. So, taking people in here again to try to claim these. I'm going to try to take this one, but it may not work. We'll see. You can see our vampires are multiplying like little bunnies. We have... we're going to stop for a moment, because I think I'm going to start saving up. I'm getting pretty close to Lords of Civilization. I'd like to be able to cast it twice. I might put another couple... I might cast it at one time or more, but not many more times than that. I've got my Skull Staff on this guy, so he is Death 5, which means we can bump up to Death 6. And I'll do that by forging a Skull Face. Anything else? No, that's basically it. We're doing lesser horror spam. We're casting Infernal Circle, which will set up horror spam. We're back to blood hunting here. I think that's it. This army... Wait, who's moving? Okay, you're moving down here. Whoops. And I think everybody's waiting in these forts. I'm not really deploying. I'm a little worried about... I'm not going to leave this army out of this fort while Agartha's here. I get the feeling Agartha is going to attack me. I don't know when, but I feel like it'll be soon. Did I watch these battles already? Oh, no, we didn't. So there's a battle in Femoria. I swear we just had this battle. Oh, it's basically the same thing. They couldn't get me off. Oh, maybe I did go through these. Yeah, I think I did. We'll watch this. This is the Agarthan storming of this Fomorian city that I couldn't take because of all these lightning spammers that were clogging up the gates. But unfortunately for Femoria, which is really AI, but fortunately for Agartha, his Mind Blasters will target all these mages and shut them down quite quickly, as you will see in about 2 seconds. Oh, they just went for the first two. Interesting. The nice thing about Umbrals is you can send them through walls. These are Penumbrals, so they will kind of die to magic spam. Oh, and then the Blade Winds is quite effective versus crappy little mages. And yeah, they're not going to be able to stop all these Magma Children and Earth Elementals. You can see the damage outlay is quite impressive. If there was more Skelly spam, no, probably not. They'd probably still get crushed. But you can see he does have really good mage support. So he is able to do a fair amount of damage against Agartha. we'll look at the battle report to see exactly how much. They're probably going to run... Oh, no. Okay. They will die honorably. So if we look at that, you know, he killed 40 decent guys. Most of them were magma children. But yeah, I mean, definitely not a good trade, if it were a trade. Because he lost 25 mages, which of course is far more expensive. There was an assassination attempt. What is this business? Yeah, okay. That was ineffective. Death gems, province income up. Nice. 3 afflictions were cured. That's a nice thing about having these nature guys, is they are getting all of these dudes who are experienced 2 now in general. Which means they have quite nice attack and very nice defense. They're getting them all cured. I think none of them are wounded. Only one of these guys, which are experienced 3 now. So this is definitely one of the nice things about Hinnom, is you are very capable of getting experienced, unafflicted troops. And I think that's about it for this episode. We're going to do what we can to take this lake back, and that will be that. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch you next time.